William, How to Train Your Dragon. Did you see it? Did you watch it? What did you think of it?
I saw it just today after the last podcast that we recorded. I think it was Thursday. I think it was.
You saw it on Wednesday. It was Wednesday, the podcast.
So I saw it on
You
Thursday.
you saw it on Thursday. So it's been a week. You let it consume you. Obviously, when you're watching it, I saw it myself. I saw it on Sunday or the following day. Especially when you told me like you gotta go watch it. I let it consume me after a week and all that. I'm like, it's still the greatest live action Disney movie of all time.
Adaptation.
Adaptation.
Well, first off, it's not Disney, but yeah, go ahead, continue.
DreamWorks is Disney, folks.
DreamWorks is not Disney, bro. What are we talking about?
I'll look it up. Bro.
I will gladly. Oh my god.
Do your review while I look.
This man is a whole movie guy, and he doesn't. And he thinks that DreamWorks is Disney. Is crazy.
Do your review.
I mean, so anyway, yeah, going back into it. So yeah, obviously, when I saw the movie, I had texted you and I had told you like, "Hey, you need to go watch this movie because I enjoyed it." Now, our biggest question last week was, do we want to see something different, or do you want to see the same thing just being adapted to life? And that was our biggest question mark. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. So after watching the movie, and I told you this was, I guess it's been so long since I've seen the first part on the animated ones that I'm just like, damn, I don't remember how this movie. So if it was like me rewatching a movie for the first time, and that's I was like, all right, cool. Now you told me yourself, well, did you go home and rewatch the cartoon? I was like, nah, I just went home and I was like, all right, that's it, game. But I enjoyed the crap out of the movie. That movie was great. That movie was fun. I enjoyed every aspect of it. Yeah, I know they cut some scenes off, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, it was an enjoyable film. I enjoyed it a lot. So far, like, would I watch it again? Yeah, I'd watch it again. Why not? But I haven't gone and watch it again now. But it's a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Yes.
It's not owned by Disney.
Thank you.
They've collaborated with Disney, which I thought it was Disney because of that reason. All right, so I did get to watch the movie right away. They cut some scenes, but not a lot. But I will say this, that you're right. When you're going watching it, it's like you're watching the same movie, but because it's been so long, you can't remember what's going on, but you're enjoying the shit out of this movie. And it's like it has the same feeling when you're watching the original, the cartoon, the animated one. You're like, damn, this is a good movie. And you're watching this one like, yeah, damn, this is a good movie. There is one, because it's been a week, I don't have to add spoilers and all that, but I will say this. They messed up on one. Like, I'm okay with them changing some scenes. Like when the girl's hanging from a tree as opposed to the cliff. I like the cliff better. Obviously, it's more dangerous and all that. But there's this one particular scene that I wish they would have kept. Cuando he's learning how to ride his dragon and all that, they land in the beach. And then he's giving them food, Toothless and all that. And then little dragons come out. And then he starts feeding them. And then Toothless gets mad and he throws a little ball of fire inside of the dragon's mouth. And he hurts himself. And that's when freaking, ¿cómo se llama este güey? El main character? Hiccup. He says, oh, the fire is actually, you're ¿cómo se dice? You guys are delicate to your own fire on the inside. Algo así, along those lines. And they should have kept that because that shows you how you're going to beat the villain. Instead of like, oh, I'm lucky with one shot. Because he's flying. Oh, he's like, let me see if this works. Ya se voltea, and then he shoots him. Y como se llama? And basically, in the cartoon, because you saw that, you know how to beat the villain. I'm like, in the movie, I'm like, it was just a lucky shot. So I'm like, it takes away. We already know that Hiccup is smart. We already know that he's smart. So, but showing you that, I'm like, he's not just throwing a lucky shot. He's doing an intelligent shot because he's gonna beat the big monster.
Yeah, because how do you know that would have defeated him, basically?
Yes, and I was like, when I was reviewing it and talking about it and thinking about it, I'm like, I'm not gonna give you guys too much shit because Gerard Butler brought his A game when it came to the emotions.
It's like Gerard Butler was made for that role. Like, yeah. I don't know who plays him in the cartoon, but like, but he was made for that role.
and it's crazy because it's literally the same movie. It's the same movie. Mm-hmm. Like, not a lot of was changed. And I remember we were talking about like, do we want it to change? Do we want this? And it's literally the same movie. And I think that's what I liked. But because it's live action and you get to see the emotions, I was like, yeah, I like the live action a lot better because it's real humans acting. And I'll say this: Hiccup in the cartoon is more of a coward. Like the way that he's like, oh,
Right. Yeah.
maybe it's the fucking voice of Jay Baruchel that makes him look like a big ass pussy. But in this movie, he was a little bit more brave, a little bit more like, let's do this. While on the other one, he seemed more like, ay, no me pegues and shit like,
Right.
oh, fuck up, you're annoying. He Toothless in this movie though, he felt like a pet. While on the other movie, he felt like a best friend. On the animated, he felt like a
Right.
best.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe to you is different when you were watching the movie. Like Nora Rollins, he felt like a best friend. To me, in this movie, he felt like a pet.
Well, yeah, he had a lot of, like, dog-like features in a way, like
Uh-huh.
how you would treat your dog is how it was being treated. So yeah, in a way I could see it that way. Yeah.
I don't know. Did you ever see the Rampage, the movie, the Rock and
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
okay. So you know how George the monkey and the gorilla and the Rock are always fucking around like flipping themselves
Yeah.
off like it's their best friend. Well, Toothless is like that in the animated movie. Like he does stupid shit to him, like las caras, and he's very petty and all that shit. But you can say it, you can see it on his emotions on his face, like when
Right.
he's doing it. That's why I felt like he's more of a best friend in the animated movie than on this one. And this one, he just feels like a pet who's a really funny ass pet who does stupid shit.
Yeah. I mean, I could see what you mean. Obviously, in that, like we spoke about on last time with the whole Invincible stuff and animated, you could always do more with it. Obviously, when you're looking at animated film, you know it's fake. You know
Yeah,
it's cartoon. So if you try to make this movie realistic, you're gonna have to take away some of that fake element to keep it realistic. With, in this case, a dragon being,
we're already being unrealistic by bringing dragons into a movie.
it is based on a true story.
I'll tell you this. You know how like something that I thought I was gonna hate that the dragons were gonna look too much like the animated movies instead of making
Mhm.
them look realistic. But I didn't have a hard time with it. Like I loved it. I'm like shit. I'm like they still kind of feel real. Like they don't feel like a cartoonish dragon. They feel like that's a dragon that I would see. I don't know. That was me. That was me.
No, I mean you're spot on when you look at all the dragons, not just Toothless. You look at them, so really good. They did a good job with it. They did a really good job with it. Like, I'm not gonna say one of them looked like Smog, but one of them looks like Smog. So like obviously we know they're doing part 2 and 3, and like so I'm like
Yes.
at this point I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm not gonna lie, the emotion was there. I remember what scene in the movie made me want to cry, but there wasn't a scene in the movie where I'm just like, damn, that actually like hit me like hard. As to opposing the animated one never made me feel that, and I'm just like, but this one did.
It might be. I think it was 2 scenes. That's when the dad and Hiccup fight. That they're inside the que se pelean por el dragon. And the other emotional scene is where he basically tells his son that he's sorry. It's like al último, at the very end.
Yeah.
Probably the 2 emotional scenes that I got from it. But that's where I said I'm like Gerard Butler really brought his game. Like
Yeah.
I haven't seen Gerard Butler act this good in a good while.
I mean, last time was what, 300?
Nah, dude. And that's cool because he's playing a Viking, and it didn't feel even like Leonidas. I'm not saying Leonidas is a Viking, but when you're wearing swords and sandals, you would expect him to be the same guy. And
Not gonna lie, I was gonna be like, there was a scene where he was like, tonight something. I was like,
oh yeah,
is he gonna say it? Is he gonna?
that would have been funny. So if they ever make a part 2, well, they are gonna make a part 2, right? They have to. I would just say make the action sequences better. Like have more action. Add 10 more minutes, 15 minutes of action when they're fighting the villain.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing that I did hate about the movie, and that's when Toothless and Hiccup are riding for the first time, they focus too much on Hiccup instead of focusing on the flying. And even the movements they're dragging was cool, but I feel like take notes from Superman because I feel like Superman is gonna do crazy wild flying. I hope, and because they filmed with the freaking ¿cómo se llaman the little drone shit? That's why I think it's gonna be really really amazing shots when it comes to the flying scenes.
But you're talking about a suspended person with a drone in front of them being suspended, as to opposing CGI dragon. You can't really do much. What do you put him on a broomstick?
He's still suspended in there. He's still suspended.
you put him in a rodeo bull.
So obviously, it's been 2 weeks since that movie came out. Did you watch 28 Years Later?
No, not at all.
All right. And then this weekend is another movie.
Yeah, F1.
Oh, F1. No, I was thinking about another one.
Oh, then.
I saw the trailer for it. But
Elio?
Elio came out last weekend.
It came out last weekend. No, I didn't watch it.
I forgot which movie comes out this weekend. But F1, I heard that it was also recorded with drones or IMAX cameras, one of those two.
I know for sure it was IMAX cameras. Am I gonna see it in IMAX? No, I want to, but I have to drive 40 minutes north to go to the IMAX screen, and then pay Edwards money.
Oh, so I was gonna say that the Max, your AMC card does not cover that.
It covers it for AMC, but I don't see it. I don't know an AMC that has IMAX out here.
Did you know that the biggest IMAX is like 80 feet tall, or no, sorry, like 100 feet tall?
I did not know that,
and that's in New York.
I bet it is. Yeah.
And then I was looking, like, we got to, so basically they're saying that the best IMAX you can get is above 80 feet or above 70 feet. I forget one of those two, but like when you have the 100, it's basically you're getting the same thing for like the 80 footage. So we got lucky because we've been to an 80-foot one, which is the one in Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that one you get the whole shebang. It's just that when you see it in 100 feet, it's just like wow. Oh my god! Y como se llama? I went to the one in here. It's a little ass. It was like fucking 60, 40 feet. I'm like, I'm never gonna pay IMAX. It's not worth it.
Like the one here that I go to, I do pay for it. I'm not gonna say I don't, but it has to be the movie that I really want to go see. So in this year, I'm gonna pay IMAX money to go watch. Obviously, Avatar 3.
Oh, I forgot about Avatar comes out this one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go pay IMAX for that movie. I wanted to see Mission Impossible in IMAX, but I'm like, whatever. I'll just settle. I'll settle for Big D over here in AMC. You know,
I'm really debating if I want to go see Predator: Badlands and IMAX.
I mean, you're a big fan of Predator, so I mean, like to me, it's if I'm a fan of a movie, The Flash. Obviously, you best believe I went to go see The Flash IMAX. It's.
There's a thing though. It's just that you haven't seen Predator: Killer of Killers.
That's the cartoon one.
Yeah,
I saw the beginning and then fell asleep, so I didn't really see it.
So that movie is so fucking good. It's the same writer and director as Prey, which is the one that came out on Hulu, the Predator movie.
Yeah.
That movie, I thought it was the second best movie of the Predator series, and it's the same guy that's going to direct and write Part 3, which is Badlands. And the Predator is the main. And he's the main character, so I'm like, it's already literally on my top 5 anticipated movies. I'm like, because I know the same director and writer, because I know that he already has 2 for 2. Can he go wrong 3 for 3?
Right.
But we'll see.